I just heard that Biden now is sending the intelligence community to look into where COVID actually came from. He wants an answer in 90
Of
days
the
to
Wuhan
see,
lab.
yeah, to see if, and it's like, it's so funny from a Kabbalistic perspective because, okay, so you're going to find that it's not the bat that infected the human, it's the human that engineered and infected the other humans. Then what? So that changes that. Of course you can go into like motives and political interests, but beyond politics, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't change anything. Nature put us into this COVID crisis as part of our evolutionary process. We've been going through something, and whether it came directly from a human or through an animal, it's still a part of nature's plan. That's like that's the kind of perspective that you really only get through the wisdom of Kabbalah when you think about it. Um. Anyway,
The
where
interesting
were we? Sorry, I just
the
yeah
interesting thing about if it comes out that it was a lab leak,
yeah
what it does do is, humans are slow learners.
yeah
Through the years, as this wisdom, the Kabbalists were constantly persecuted,
yeah
constantly through the thousands of years. They were always persecuted. So what something like the lab leak does, for example,
yes
is it shows to a very slow learning species, meaning humans, uh, more and more just what we're made of. We
mm.
see more and more this kind of
In what
rock
sense?
in
In what sense do you mean
in the
this?
sense that humans are just bad managers. Like, left up
Okay.
to our own devices, we just screw things
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
again and again
Yep.
and again.
And nature is gradually helping us see that. That's a conscious.
Gradually.
Yeah. No, that's a very it's a very interesting thing in its relevance to today, because people 20,000 years ago didn't have the same means, technological means, power, the ability to influence the world as we have today. And even though we have all of these abilities today to shape the world and change it, the question is really how mature are we to use all that we have in our hands. And the dissonance between, you know, our the evolutionary of our connection to each other and to nature, and our sense of responsibility for each other and for nature, that as opposed to the atomic bombs that we're holding in our hands, or the virus, that we're viruses that we're developing in labs, or whatever it is. The dissonance is becoming more and more stark, and that is very, this is very true for the 21st century. This is something that people thousands of years ago, it was, it would sound very like sci-fi to think that people can just in an instant, just send themselves to oblivion. And today it's reality. We can actually annihilate ourselves very quickly
In a couple
with,
days.
yeah, very quickly. Very quickly. It could happen like this,
And we
but
would have a lot of people whose skin melted off of them, and there would be some remnants left on Earth after a
mhm.
nuclear war. There might be certain places that don't get hit so hard. I don't know where, but and some people would survive. And eventually, I know, like in where did they have that nuclear? In Russia, the nuclear meltdown, Chernobyl.
What, Chernobyl? Yeah.
All kind of
Mhm.
animals came back later, and all kind of very interesting thing. The way that nature
Yeah,
regenerated
nature
afterwards.
revives itself in ways we don't understand. We truly do not understand this general ecosystem called planet Earth. We really, there's great Earth scientists doing great job mapping and analyzing and seeing, but the true deep mechanism of how it works, we don't understand it because the program is deeper than the physical manifestations. It's a spiritual program that is governing planet Earth. It's a deep, uh, uh, it's a deep intention that is beyond matter, that is shaping all of matter. So that's why we don't really understand how planet Earth works, and we won't until we attain that deeper program, that intention that drives it.